Hi Tarot friends, this is Ultraviolet Morgan back for part 2 of discussing the Woodward and the Wildwood Tarot. Sorry, my phone just cut off. It would not record anymore. So I looked through the cards and picked it apart, read the description and the position on the wheel. Now we're on to the meaning. The classical tarot image of strength is a beautiful, mature woman controlling or holding a lion. The inherent balance of this image shows the calm beauty of patience and love, countering the unbridled emotions of anger and hate. The Woodward, an ancient guardian of the Wildwood, symbolizes the inner power that comes from facing fear and understanding the nature of darkness. The inner strength that comes from this awareness gives the individual the emotional body language and the humility that says, I am not a victim. Treat me with respect. Do not mistake my passivity for weakness. Wow. There's more, but already I just to talk about the inner strength and understanding of the nature of darkness and the balance between facing fear and balance between patience and love and anger and hate. Definitely, to me, indicates shadow work, although a friend recently told me that she absolutely hates that term and she finds it extremely pretentious. But I, on the other hand, love the term shadow work and love learning more about it, because I do find that a lot of videos talking about it don't always really have a good idea of what shadow work is. I feel like I've watched a lot of different things with just different kind of ideas of what shadow work is. But regardless, continuing on, within the Wildwood Tarot, the Woodward is a hunter whose prey is solutions to moments of crisis. He acts as an emotional backdrop when fate or the destructive energy in a situation faces us with seemingly irrational or overwhelming disaster. When the individual is removed from a place of seeming security, it's hard to read now, they are stripped of their emotional baggage that holds them in a state of limbo. During this stripping away of illusory power, individuals find within themselves their true inner strength. A person who has learned from the experience of the journey around the wheel of the year gains vital wisdom about the nature of patience and resolution. However, neither of these qualities is enough on its own to give the spiritual hunter courage to forage in the wilderness again. A certain fierceness is needed. The hunter must be as strong and cunning as the creature they are tracking, and as dedicated, yes, that's it. They do look like they're tracking. That's really excellent. And as dedicated to their goal as the lioness is to protecting and feeding her cubs. This is not mindless, irrational aggression, but the tempered stoicism of a cool and resolute passion. The strength of the Woodward is both a balance and a dichotomy between the energy of the hunter or the guardian and the grounded inspiration found within the ecstasy of drumming and war dancing. These energies honor the qualities that provide protection and inspiration. Reading points. Although adversity or the process of rebalancing in life... No, it doesn't say that. I'm sorry. Through adversity or the process of rebalancing in life, we find courage within ourselves that flows from an unknown source. Sometimes that courage has to do with facing unavoidable truth or dealing with a person or problem that no amount of physical comfort or emotional bravery will resolve. The Woodward strength, drawn from nature's inherent power to renew and overcome, is needed if we are to foresee what is to come and wait upon the turning of the seasons. Sometimes when faced with a challenging situation, we must find our own inner backdrop, the point from which we will not retreat or from which we can move forward with quiet confidence. The Wildwood ethos. I keep getting mixed up between Wildwood and Woodward, but the Wildwood ethos has much to teach humanity about calm, resolute strength. And then there's a little section called Roots and Branches. And I'll actually show you the book, just if anyone's considering, getting this deck or whatever. It's a little different, but it's a really well-loved deck. Here's the page that shows the picture, and here's the second page. So this is, you get all this. And then the roots and branches is down here. And it says Lugnasa. I'm not exactly sure how that's pronounced. Lu or Lu, guardians of the sacred spear, also known as many skills. Durga. Well, that's interesting because I just saw Durga in a reading. Blessed compassion, the noble instinct of protection. Mercy, maturity of the will and emotional direction. Sekhmet and Freya. Wow, so those are just the roots and branches. Not really sure, they're just kind of things to think about or reflect on or to learn more about, maybe. That's what I would probably do for myself. So yeah, a lot of interesting, really interesting messages in the Woodward. Definitely relates to the strength card, but really kind of goes beyond the traditional strength card, if you ask me. Wow, having a hard time with my crystal there. I really like the message of this card, and for myself, I can definitely see why it's coming through today as a message for me to study. And hopefully, if you found this card or you found this video, that this card is also coming through for you as a meaningful card for you to study or think about. I'm trying to pick that stone up while I talk. It's not really working.